Hi, my name is Russell Bartlett. My home is Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm a retired airline pilot, flew 37 years for a major airline. Always wanted to do something after I retired, but couldn't take a job because every time you take a job, they want you there tomorrow morning. So I didn't want a full-time job. And we've been going to Quartzsite for the last few years, and Adventureland had a setup out there when they have the big tent. And about 8 years ago, and I was really intrigued by talking to the people there. I guess they were recruiters for Adventureland, so it's been in the back of my mind since for the last 8 or 9 years. And I finally got the nerve. I subscribed to Workamper News, and they had an ad there as well, and that piqued my interest again. I had kept the application in our motorhome, and so I called Gary, and he treated me like I was the only guy he had to talk to all day, and I was shocked, because usually they try and give you the bum's rush, but it was wonderful. So my wife stayed home. I'm here all alone. I checked in the RV park here where I'm parked. Both of us didn't have to work. They were perfectly willing for just one person to come. Most of these places, they require both of you to work, and I'm sitting over there, 50 amp hookup for free virtually. So I'm knocked out. I got up here and they chicken dinner one night, and they took us on a tour of the park as if we were the most important commodity they had here with them. And all of the other work campers, and I'm not sure how many, but there's upwards of 400. Many of them are returns, and when we had the chicken dinner over there, they had people stand up that were returning. And you know, it has to be good for retired people to come back a second year, I would think. So anyway, it's a wonderful experience. I'm knocked out.
Well, Russ, tell us a little bit about your job working here at Soda and Sounds with Glenn. What type of trouble does he get you into?
Okay, well, a couple of things happened. When I talked to Gary initially, he said, well, you can work in rides or food. Those were the two options. And we were on the telephone, and I'd already kept him there for 10 minutes or so. And I didn't know what either one of them entailed. But I knew I could do foods. I could make hamburgers or sodas or whatever. And I wasn't sure about the rides, so I opted to be in foods. But when I got here, and they assigned me here to Glenn at Soda and Sounds, and it's wonderful. It's great. We have several different positions we work here. About 10 or 11 people per shift, and he sends some of them over to the malt shop and a couple of other venues that they work, and it's great.
As far as getting prepared to come and do this, was there anything special that you had to do to become a work camper? Any adjustments in your life? You still have a home base down in?
Yes, our home is in Portland, Texas, which is across the causeway from Corpus Christi. No, nothing. We usually take a couple of trips a year in our motorhome, 2 or 3 months each time. So being away from home, and with my job, I was away from home a lot. All the time the kids grew up. Of course, they're all gone now. No. It's a test to see if my wife can live a long time without me. Don't tell her that.
Okay, we won't put that on any videotape.
She's not making frantic phone calls saying, where did you put the ketchup bottle or something like that.
That's a good thing.
We're getting by pretty good.
So you see yourself working here through the season, and then what's in the future for Russ?
Well, we have a big trip planned for early next year, and I was going to cut it a little bit short so I can be here by the middle of April to start work here next year.
So You're already planning for your second season.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, providing they'll have me, which I think they're older people. We roll with the punches, you know. If it's a rainy day, it doesn't affect us as badly as it did when we were teenagers. Maybe our bones, but anyway, I think that we're a lot more flexible. At home, I'm pretty well set in my way, but I'm fairly flexible here at work. Whatever they want, I'm able to do. No, I get out of here pretty good. About 3 weeks ago, all of these trees along the avenue were in blossom. They were gorgeous. I didn't get a picture of them. I wanted to take a picture to show my wife. And the rain knocked the blossoms off before I could get it. Now here's where I go through.
This is your everyday trek to go home, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
How many minutes does it take you?
Maybe 4.
Okay.
I don't think 5.
It's a long commute. Here comes Russ headed home.
For people that want to do something, when I retired in the airline industry, you have to retire at 60 years old. Well, pilots have to retire at 60, and typically you're in pretty good shape. And but you can't go take a job somewhere because they want you there tomorrow morning. So this is an absolute godsend for anybody that's retired, any full-timers. And like I said earlier, you don't have to make a career out of this. They'd like to have you back next year, but they don't press anybody. But I think it's a great day of things. I'm absolutely, these people at Adventureland have charmed me beyond any of my imagination. I'm shaking my head and smiling every morning.